Wednesday, how are you? I have a new backdrop. Well, it's not actually new. I'm in reception today because something's going on in my office. I'm still at work, so I am in Kelsey's chair on reception. So Kelsey, if you're watching, I hope you went really well in your exams today, and we can't wait to see you next week. So gang, today's tip for you all out there is tips to start saving to buy a home. So in this day and age and in our property market, it can be really overwhelming for the first home buyer about how they can save to buy a house. You know, it's the Australian dream, but it can be really overwhelming. You know, the prices are so high. So I've got easy tips for you how you can start saving to buy a home. It just takes 3 things: commitment, planning, discipline. That's it. They're the 3 things that you need to be able to save your deposit. All right, so let's just break it down a little bit. Saving to buy a home is like any other goal that you have in your life. You need to make simple little goals and then have a really big goal. Hey, Lozzie? And by having those goals, you can tick them off and you start to feel that success. You know you can do it. Where if you sit down one day and go, okay, I want to buy a house. I need to have $100,000 in the bank straight away. That's completely overwhelming. You're not planned for that and you're setting yourself up to fail. So it's about setting up those tiny little goals along the way that's going to set you up, all right? First of all, commit to saving. It's simple. Right now, write down a number, $10 a week, whatever it is. I want you to commit to saving something, all right? That's number 1. Commit to saving. Just commit to anything. Right now, say, I'm going to put $10 in a bank account every single week. And that's just starting to get that mind training of saving, okay? Then I want you to think about, you just need to work out what you can live without. We have this tendency in Australia that the more money we earn, the more money we spend. It is so easy. Sit down and have a look at how much money you're spending. There's some tiny little things that you could change that could really help you with your savings. So it's not about you missing out. It might be that date night ends up being on the cheap movie night and there's $20 a week there. It may be that instead of having an expensive gym membership, you go for a run. So there's quite a few options there. So sit down and just have a realistic think about where you can save some money and then start that process. And remember, I don't want you to think about the end goal. I want you to think about, first of all, your little goals. So first of all, you're going to work out how much you can save every week, yeah? Then how much you can save every month, how much you can save every year. And that way, by doing that, it cuts down the overwhelming and it also creates a really good habit. And what you want to do is you want to treat that savings account like it's a loan. You cannot touch it, non-negotiable, you can't get in there, yeah? You can't use it. It is savings towards your house. Now, Lozzie sucks at saving. Just ask yours. Loz, you and I, we are so good at online shopping. Luckily, we already have our first home, so we're safe. It's getting your first home, gang, that is the real kicker. That's where the banks are extra strict because being a first home buyer, you're high risk. So you really need to prove your savings history. This is why I'm giving these simple little steps to help you get there. So when you've started your process of saving your money, you've started putting away, I want you to then work towards a 3-month goal. Now, why do I say 3 months? Because that is the minimum amount of time that you need to be consistently saving for before the bank will look at your loan application. 3 months. That's 3 months of putting money into an account every single week and not touching it and trying to ensure it's the same amount every single week. So this has 2 benefits. 1, the bank can see how well your savings history is. 2, after 3 months, you've just proved to yourself that you can afford to live that way and that you know then that you're going to be able to afford to pay the mortgage. And you're already instilling in yourself that saving mindset, yeah? So you can already see. Now, it's a no-brainer with savings. The more you save, the less loan you need, the easier it is to get a loan application, okay? So if you can, after the 3 months, That's your goal. Sit down, don't do anything but save for 3 months and work out what was achievable or what wasn't achievable. Some weeks you might have been able to save $500 a week. Some weeks it might have been $400. But what you need to do over that 3 months is make it as much as you can and then work out what worked for you and what doesn't. And find that sweet amount that you can live a healthy lifestyle on, but you can still go without, start committing to the future with your savings. And that is your key figure of what you're gonna save. Then after 3 months, that's when you can start to maybe have a look around at what you can afford. Now, before you go shopping, I'd recommend that you really go and see a really good mortgage broker, your bank manager, financial planner, any of those people that you're going to get advice from. They're the ones that can tell you what you can afford and can't afford. So before you do any savings, then start to have a look around. And too often I see people blowing money on big holidays before they've got their very first house. That really sets you back. And if that's your goal, that's great. But you need to think about down the track what that's going to mean for you. So yesterday I met with some beautiful clients, Will and Emma. Hi, if you're watching. And they were planning their honeymoon and they were going to go to America for their honeymoon. And it was going to be 30 grand for their honeymoon, 4 weeks in America. And then they went, you know what? That could be a house deposit. Yep. So instead, they're going to Thailand and they're buying a house. You know what? America would be amazing, but it is always going to be there. Get your first house. That gets you so grounded. It is a lot easier to continue to borrow money because you can show when you've got your first house that you're consistently paying your mortgage. It's really about getting that first place so that the banks can see what type of performance you have. So just bear that in mind. Now, if you're wondering how much money to save, generally you need 10%, all right? But the more money you can save, the better. If you can save 20% of the value of the house you're going to buy, you will save a lot of money, because what you do is you avoid what's called lender's mortgage insurance. That's right. Or sometimes we just call it LMI, lender's mortgage insurance. So what is that? Insurance. Here's the kicker. It doesn't even insure you. It insures the banks if you don't pay them back. So you have no benefit of lender's mortgage insurance. It costs thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So the more you can save, the better chance you've got of avoiding it. So if you can save 20%, then you can really avoid it. So let's just track back a bit. 1, you've committed to save. 2, you've worked out what little things in your lifestyle you can cut back on a little bit. It's not about living a really tough life, but when I bought my first home, my partner and I, we sold one car and we used one car for a year, and we ran around each other everywhere. We rode bikes, we did what we need to do, and within a year we had a full deposit to pay a house. 1 year of a little bit of inconvenience can set you up for your life. So that's really one thing I would really say is just think about the little things that you can do to really be able to save a little bit more money. McGlynn. I hope they're not messages from Drunken Palm Cove making us all jealous. We had a thunderstorm here today. So thanks for watching. Hi Brad, hi Julie, hi Prue, good to see you. So they're mostly the things that I wanted to cover today. I'm just having a quick at my notes, but it's important that you realize that a savings goal it needs to be achievable, but also ambitious. So by breaking it down, it doesn't become overwhelming, and it's simple. Any goals that we have in life, they might be fitness goals, business goals, saving goals are the same. Discipline, commitment, and something really, really just break it down into small goals. So first of all, this is your job. This week, commit to saving some money. Do you know why? Because that just puts the mindset in that you're gonna save. $10, do it. I dare you to do it. $20 a week. And if you're already a homeowner, put it towards a new deck, put it towards a new pool. Save the money and see what happens. The banks will love it. It is hard to lend money now, no matter how much equity you have. Since we have the Royal Commission, they really come down. So first time buyers, 3 months worth of savings, you can do it, okay? Now, confessions of a conveyancer. What is my confession? All right, so first of all, did you see the competition that I had posted today? I've teamed up with Meraki Produce and we're giving away a whole week of lunches to someone next week. I'm just reading all the comments. They're being hijacked by people saying, go Bandits. Yes, go Bandits. But let's just calm down. We've still got a few months till they're playing and my body can't handle that excitement yet. But yes, go Bandits. And on the back of my competition that I shared today, and I put in there that, you know, we're giving away free lunches and how Meraki Produce helps me make sure I get all my nutrients in when I'm busy during the day. The ridiculous confession and true life behind that was that after I actually posted that and had my Meraki lunch, I ate a pink donut. So yeah, I'm real too. So it was pretty funny. I felt like a bit of a hypocrite, but hey, we all gotta live. Gang, thank you very much. It was really good to see you. Saving goals. Same for everyone. Planning, discipline, commitment. That's it. That's all you need to do to be able to save money to buy your first home. All right, thanks for coming on. Confessions of a Conveyancer. We are done for this Wednesday. I will see you next Wednesday. Look, send me a message if there's anything specific you want me to talk about. Otherwise, I'm sure I'll come up with something else. If you know some first home buyers looking to find some ways, yes, Lozzie, all the donuts, that looking to find some ways to save some money, send me a message. I've got a blog on this. I will shoot it out to you. Easy. As I said, there's a blog on my website that I wrote, simple tips to start saving to buy a new home. If you are already established, have a look at it. It could be a new pool. That could be a holiday. Yeah. Have the holiday after you've got your house. Set yourself up for life and you can enjoy it more. Vicky, so good to see you. Lozzie, I always want donuts. Brad George, talk about the Bandits. I always talk about the Bandits. I have Bandits memorabilia all through the office. All right, gang, it is 8:10. I have a little dog at home called Gizmo who's hanging out for me to get there. So, till next time.